Hello everybody, this is Solartiger with another wind and solar power video. Today is Monday the 4th of May. It's a bank holiday Monday and it's sunny outside. Now I just want to go over some figures from yesterday. So yesterday the solar panels hit a maximum output power of 179.8 watts. I'll show you out the window while I do this. So that was 179.8 watts peak from the solar panels yesterday. At one point yesterday I was looking at the solar panel meters and I was bringing 174 watts in from the solar panels, and the current from the solar panels was 5.2 amps. But when I went to check on the charge controller meter, I was putting 12.45 amps into the battery bank. So it was 5 amps coming from the solar panels, but over 12 amps going into the battery bank. Now this is possible because I am using an MPPT solar charge controller. Now typically on a sunny day the voltage from the solar panels can be anything up to the low 40s volts. So with say 40 volts coming in at 5 amps go into the MPPT charge controller, and the output voltage from the controller is 14 volts, say, at 12.45 amps. So what happens in the charge controller is that the voltage is stepped down and the current is stepped up, and this extra current is what charges the batteries faster and powers your load devices as well. So MPPT solar charge controllers are highly recommended. They are expensive, especially if you buy a well-known brand. This is a Morningstar and it cost approximately £200, but I'm very happy with it. So beware that if you buy some cheap brand ones, MPPT controllers off of eBay, some are not true MPPT charge controllers. So you get what you pay for. If you want good quality from a well-known brand, it will cost you some money. Anyhow, that was to do with yesterday's figures. Anyway, today is Bank Holiday Monday and outside it's very sunny, as you can see. Now if I zoom in here, you will notice here you can see a tree stump, because there used to be a tree there, a dead tree. The tree died more than a year ago and I waited to see if it would grow back, but it hasn't. So yesterday I removed the tree. I cut it down and I put it through the garden shredder. Anyhow, so that's that. The benefit of that is now that I have a bigger open space there next to the Rutland 913, which means that it gets the wind better. Now the prevailing wind comes from over there because that's the way out to the countryside, and the wind turbine, if you went down to the bottom of the garden and stood next to the wind turbine, it has a direct line of sight through that gap between the houses. So now it gets a better exposure to the wind. So the wind either comes from that direction, or if you go right round the corner, there's another open space in the other direction. So the wind turbine is in a direct line of sight between both directions of wind. So now there's no longer a tree there, the Rutland 913 will be better exposed to the wind. Now yesterday its power peaked at 35.6 watts, and today so far it's been up to 23.7 watts, although the weather forecast tomorrow is for rain and strong winds, so we will see what happens. The last time we had a 50-mile-an-hour wind, the turbine output about 70 watts, so we will see. So I charged all my devices yesterday. I was using the AC charger and the inverter to charge the C-size batteries. They were on all day and all night, charging those up with the AC charger and the inverter, so they are done now. If I show you the meter, it's showing, that says 13 point, well, as the sun comes out, it approaches the 14 volt mark. If I come to the charge controller meter, it says the current battery bank voltage is 1403, and that we're charging with the current. This is the current coming out of the charge controller. It's 5.95 amps. The current going in, it's just over 2 amps at the moment, so that's how the MPPT function is working. The temperature of the charge controller is 21 degrees Celsius. The solar panel voltage is 38.7 volts. The batteries are now at 14.21. The green light on the top of the meter shows that the batteries are charging. If you're wondering why there's some tape on this meter, it just hides the green battery status light, which shines at night when it's next to the bed, so I keep it covered. It is flashing now because the batteries are on a float charge. This is the remote meter for the Morningstar MPPT solar charge controller. So, also yesterday I used the power box. I took it to the outhouse and used a 12 volt compressor pump to pump up the bicycle tyres. So this unit here is a bit heavy, but I am thinking of putting a 12 volt cigarette lighter socket in this unit because it's a lot lighter to carry, and the 20 amp hour battery in here is more than adequate for pumping up a few tyres. This unit is a bit heavy to lug out there, but it's very useful, and it charges up from the 50 watt panel in the window, and that works great. So this is Solartiger saying thank you for watching on a very sunny bank holiday, and I'll see you again another time. Thank you.